Hello there. My name is Jason Perkins. I'd like to welcome you to another episode in my Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in handling Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this series of videos because I want to provide people who've been hurt at work with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits they can receive under that law. Today, I want to talk to you about how workers' compensation adjusters communicate with doctors in Georgia workers' compensation claims. The first question is, can workers' compensation adjusters communicate with your workers' compensation treating doctors in your Georgia workers' compensation claim? The answer to that is yes. Georgia courts have not placed much in the way of limits on the ability of adjusters or other employees of insurance companies or your employer to communicate with your workers' compensation treating doctors about your Georgia workers' compensation claim. The insurance company, your employer, are viewed as parties in the claim, and parties in Georgia are basically able to communicate with the doctors about your medical treatment. Um, so, if they can communicate with the doctor about your medical treatment, how can they do that? Well, insurance companies can communicate with the doctor in writing. They can send letters, emails, text the doctor. They often do this to ask questions about, you know, your medical treatment or your work status, and to hopefully try to get the doctor to say that you're better and you can go back to work, or that you don't need certain medical treatment. They may also set up appointments to speak with the doctor about your medical treatment. Or if they have an attorney representing them in your case, the attorney may do the same thing. Sometimes they set up appointments for the nurse case manager that they assign to your case to speak with the workers' compensation doctor. So the concern about all this communication is that it can affect the workers' compensation benefits you can receive. I've seen situations where clients I represent go in and see the doctor and they get one work status. And then after they see the doctor, there's communication by the employer insurance company, and the doctor changes the work status to something different. Now, this changed work status can sometimes affect whether someone's eligible to keep receiving workers' compensation checks for being out of work or for making less money at work. I've also seen situations where the you go to the doctor and the doctor orders certain medical treatment. Maybe it's surgery or physical therapy or some testing. And then after the appointment with the doctor, there's communication by the insurance company. And the doctor changes the recommendation about that treatment or says the treatment that's needed is no longer related to the injury. Again, this affects the medical treatment that someone receives, which obviously affects their ability to recover from their injury. So, what can you do about the insurance company communicating with a doctor? As I mentioned earlier, there's not much limits on your ability to just completely stop the insurance company from communicating with a doctor, but sometimes you or an attorney representing you can limit the damage that's done by this communication. So one thing that's important is to be aware of when the communication is happening. So to watch out for certain red flags. Sometimes by reviewing the medical records from your workers' compensation doctor, you can tell whether communication's happening with a workers' compensation insurance company or someone representing them. Um, Also, there are occasions where you may need to speak with the staff of the doctor's office to determine whether the insurance company is sending questionnaires to the doctor or asking for certain opinions or setting up a time to meet with the doctor. Um, in other situations, you find out after the damage has been done, but there are certain things that can still be done to limit that damage that's been done. Even if the doctor's issued an opinion about something in response to a questionnaire or something else sent by the insurance company, sometimes when provided with the right facts, the doctor will change that opinion. So sometimes the doctor just has not been given accurate information. When the doctor gets that accurate information or is asked different questions, the doctor will change the opinion that's been issued that is hurting your case. I hope you found this information about how workers' compensation adjusters communicate with doctors in Georgia workers' compensation claims helpful. If you have, please let me know that. One of the best ways you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. And if you've got more questions about Georgia workers' compensation cases, I'd encourage you to reach out and get answers to those questions. A free consultation is one of the best ways to get answers to your Georgia workers' compensation questions. If you'd like to set up a free consultation with me, there's two easy ways you can do that. First is by calling the phone number at the bottom of the screen, and the other is by reaching out to us through our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com. Just click on and submit the free consultation request form, and a member of our team will reach out to you and get a consultation scheduled. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today, and we'll wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injuries.